Good evening, guys. How are you? So, I'm back. I just wanted to do a quick video this evening about my challenge update. I posted a video on my channel about how I had isolated several bottles, well, more than several, but many bottles of perfume that only had a small amount or limited amount of liquid in them because I was trying to get through them very quickly. And so that video is on my channel, and it was a challenge that I'm doing for myself through July 12th. So I mentioned in that video that I would go ahead and update you guys in terms of where I was with the challenge. So far so good. And here I just have 3 perfumes that I have completed from the time that I started, which was June 12th. The first one that I had started off with for the challenge was this right here. This is Ralph Lauren Romance. Guys, don't mind the magnetic strips. This I received from my job. I used to work for a department store. They since have closed, and they were giving out testers. They were giving out, perfumes to us when they were getting rid of, inventory. So that's where this magnetic black strip comes from. So this bottle should be no nothing new to you guys. Those of you who are in the perfume community, you can recognize this one. It's Ralph Lauren Romance. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the notes on this one. And I do apologize if I stall a little bit because I am on my laptop looking up the notes. So this one was it's considered a floral fruity fragrance, and it was launched in 1998. Wow, it's a long time. And the top notes are chamomile, ginger, lemon, and yellow freesia. The middle notes are lily, lotus, white violet, and carnation. And the base notes are white musk, oak moss, patchouli, and exotic woods. So that's Ralph Lauren Romance. I really like this one. It's an easy wear. It's great for if you're working in an office or if you're working long hours, because it was very long lasting on my skin. I got about 7 to 8 hours, which is a full shift for most people who are working. But this one is really fantastic. It really does smell well. It didn't clash with my skin at all, and it's a classic. It's considered a classic in Ralph Lauren's arsenal of fragrances. There since have been many flankers to this one. There's Tender Romance. There's also another one, another romance that he did. I think he since has come out with a new one as well. So this one is a very relatable. This one is a very known one in the fragrance community. But I really did enjoy this one. I do have another bottle that I also got from this particular company that I was working for, and I also have the 5-ounce. But I did want to get rid of this particular bottle, because it didn't have as much liquid in it. So I'm happy that I was able to be done with that one. So that's going to be Ralph Lauren Romance for women. And the next one that I went ahead and completed was this one right here. This is not anything new to you guys. This is Pink Sugar, and this is by Aquilina. This is a small bottle, and it didn't have that much in it, and I went ahead and finished this one out. You can see there. So this is Aquilina by Pink Sugar. This one has been talked about a lot in the fragrance community, especially on YouTube. It's always been a very well-known one. I remember when this one came out, and Sephora used to carry it, and they since do not carry it, but I remember smelling it. It's very heavy on the caramel. I assume it has caramel in it. I haven't gotten to the notes yet. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so here we have this one. It's considered a floral fruity gourmand. It is very sweet. It was launched in 2004. And the top notes are raspberry, orange, bergamot, and fig leaf. The middle notes are cotton candy. This is heavy on the cotton candy. If somebody told me it had cotton candy on it, I definitely would believe it. And that's what makes it so sweet, because you can definitely smell the cotton candy. It's very pronounced in this one. licorice, red berry, strawberry, and lily of the valley. Here we go. The base notes, caramel, just like I knew it did. I didn't even know it had caramel. I'm just reading this off for Granica, but it does have caramel in it, as I assumed earlier when I stated that. Vanilla, musk, tonka bean, and sandalwood. This is a very it's a very beautiful gourmand. I really enjoy wearing it. It has that burnt sugar type of smell to it. It's not cloying. It's sweet, but it's not cloying. It settles very well on my skin, very beautifully on my skin. I really did enjoy wearing this one. I like this one, but it is, it's not too sweet, but again, it does have a lot of those sweet notes in it with the vanilla, the caramel, the cotton candy. So you have to be the type of person that really enjoys sweet fragrances to wear this one. And if it's too much for you, you can always wear it low. That's the other thing with fragrances. People think that they have to put it on their chest, or if it bothers you, don't put it somewhere that's too close to your palate, that's going to make you get a headache, or that's going to make it come off as too cloying to you. Wear it lower on your body. So yeah, so this one is a staple. I mean, excuse me, it's not a staple, but this one is a really was a bestseller when it initially came out. This one, I think this one also came out around the same time that Britney Spears Fantasy came out. So those were some of the sweet fragrances, sweet perfumes, if you will, at the time that came out, that really did very well. And they're still talked about. People still love them, and people still wear them. So that's going to be Pink Sugar by Aquilina. And this was a very small bottle too. This wasn't a big bottle. Yeah, this is a 1.7. But it wasn't full when I initially started using it. It was really down very low, like about here where my thumb is. So I was happy that I was able to finish it and get it out of my collection. And last but not least, the third one there that you're looking at is by Jesus Del Pozo, and this one is called Halloween. This one I didn't know about. I purchased this one years ago. I mean, years ago, when Perfumania was around. There's, I don't know if some of you remember Perfumania, but there was a store called Perfumania. It still does exist, and I purchased that one years ago at that particular store, and that's how I found out about this particular fragrance. So it is called Halloween, and the fragrance note in this one is going to be, the top notes are violet, C notes, banana leaf, and petitgrain. The middle notes are violet. Oh, this one has a lot of violet notes in it. Magnolia, lily of the valley, tuberose, pepper. You can really smell the pepper. I get the pepper in this one. The violet is very pronounced in this one. There's nowhere you're missing violet in this one. And the base notes are incense, Madagascar, vanilla, sandalwood, and myrrh. I don't get a lot of that sandalwood, myrrh. I don't get that in this one. I do get a lot of the violet as well as the pepper, as I mentioned earlier. But so yeah, that one is a very easy wear. Very easy wear. It's one of those perfumes that is very inoffensive. There's no way you're offending anyone with this, because it's very light. But I sort of underestimated it the other day when I was wearing it. It's very light, but it does I want to say it does sneak up on you. It does sneak up on you. But this is one that you can just go ham with the trigger, because it's not going to offend anyone. That's how pretty it is. It's very feminine. It's a very simple fragrance. It's a very easy wear. It's not, I wouldn't consider it soapy, because I don't think it's soapy. I just think it's light and pretty and airy. It's perfect for the weather that I'm in right now, which is very hot, humid weather. It doesn't, it's very fresh, airy, light, so it's one that's very easy to wear. Very easy to wear. You can wear this in the office. You can wear this anywhere. It won't, it's not, in my opinion, it's not headache inducing. It's not headache inducing. The notes in here are very light. It's well blended. It's well blended. And so that one I didn't have much in here. I also have another bottle of this one, a full bottle. Before I got this one from my job, I had a full bottle of this one, because I do like wearing it. And when I'm done with that other bottle, I'm not going to get this one again. Because what I'm trying to do now is just get rid of, go through a lot of perfume. And there's just some that I might be purchasing. There's some that I simply won't wear again, because as you guys know, the perfume world is just so vast and there's always new perfumes coming out. So I did this challenge because I really wanted to, excise a lot of bottles in my collection that are just sitting around that I can get through very quickly, so I can introduce other fragrances into my collection, because my collection is getting bigger and bigger, and I want to be able to enjoy my perfumes without having them, spoil, because I'm holding on to them for too long of a period of time. So yeah, so once again, this is a very, if you want something light and airy and something that's inoffensive, I would definitely check this one out. This is Halloween by Jesus Del Pozo, and it's very cheap. It's very, it's not expensive at all. It's a good cheapie. So check this one out. So yeah, you guys. So far I finished these three, and I have since started a new one, which I will go ahead and update you guys when that one is done, with some more as well. I don't want to do one fragrance at one bottle at a time, because that's not necessary, and the videos will be a little too short. So, but I will go ahead and keep you guys updated as I go along. But that's just three that I since have I have completed, excuse me, from my collection. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate all the support, and I'll see you at the next one. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening.